What's up, everybody? Today, I'm going to go and take a look at how 10 Stack Games creates their fun, comedic co op party game levels for Gamble with your friends. So, let's start right away here with the general art style to the game. Like many of these smaller co op party games, the developers at 10 Stack Games went with a more simple, stylized art direction. The game gave me peak and super battle golf vibes. Early on in the game, you will be moving from three main levels. The first being the pre-game level. The second is the casino itself. And this is where all of the games and stuff are for you to gamble. And the third only shows up if you don't hit your quota. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'll leave it at that. All three levels have a purpose. They aren't overly large, so you get your bearings very quickly. This allows you to figure out where things are and what you should be doing in these levels. Now, when you arrive at the casino, this is where all the games are. You need to be able to identify instantly what games are available and which ones you want to go and play. You only have 5 minutes to hit your quota, so keeping the level smaller is a very smart call. The game also randomizes where the games spawn every single time you hit the casino every new day. So this changes the floor layout and the games every single time to kind of change things up and give it some variety. This is why it is very important that players can quickly identify things. Now, looking around the environment, there is a lot of asset reuse. On top of that, they went with lower fidelity 3D models and textures, keeping the focus more on the gameplay. Being a gambling game, you expect to see lots of lights kind of everywhere. And to help accomplish that, you will notice tons of emissive textures in the casino level. It really gets you to feel like you are part of the hustle and bustle of Vegas, let's say. Now, when you think of gambling, you think of Vegas, right? When you think of Vegas, you think of lights and movement that creates this kind of information overload. When you get into the casino level, there are tons of animations going on, whether it's light animation, whether it's texture animation, signs are moving and changing. It is everything you would expect it to be to help immerse you in that environment. Now, there is something I did notice a lack of, and that is in foliage animation. None of the bushes or the trees outside had any sway or movement to help kind of add some life to them. But again, it's a very nitpicky thing. And honestly, it's mostly likely due to really focusing on the gameplay or making sure that they're not losing frame rate on rendering animations. Let's continue talking about the technical aspects of things, right? This is a co-op multiplayer experience. The low poly and lower resolution textures are all great choices to ensure the players have a nice, smooth experience. So, what is it that we can learn from all of this? If you are building a co op game, I think there's a reason why so many party games, so many party co op games have been leaning more towards this graphic style. Keep the art simple, and that should allow your team to focus on what's really important, which is gameplay. I hope this video was helpful and fun to watch, and I'll see you all again next time.